VGM Awesome. We are your video game music show. JonoD, how's it going?
It's going okay, MattVV.
It's going okay.
It is going okay.
It's going okay.
As we hit 25 to 9.
25 to 9. John.
What a time.
Tonight, it's this great time. I like that time. It's a special night tonight.
It is a special night tonight.
Why is it a special night?
I was going to ask you, why is it a special night tonight?
I don't know, why is it a special night?
I don't know, I think I heard something about an anniversary, I don't know.
Some kind of birthday or something. Basically, it's a cello. Yeah. No, it's not a cello. We are celebrating 10 years of Halo. Halo, 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 Halo. That name just rings so many bells and shudders so many bones in so many bodies, because it is such a franchise that just and it has such a massive following now. It was released on the 15th of November 2001, and it was a game that I guess arguably didn't bring anything new to the table, really.
Right.
But it was a solid shooter. And it was a kind of a slow and steady progression into its kind of iconic status.
That's right.
Because
in essence, Master Chief kind of became the poster boy for the Xbox, didn't he?
Pretty much. You know, back in the day, Xbox needed a game, excuse me, that would really push their console forward. Because obviously at the time, it was Microsoft's first venture into console gaming.
That's right.
Big PC manufacturer. But they were making the big step into console gaming, where there was a lot of money to be made and a lot of consoles and games to be produced for the gamers and non-gamers. But they needed a game that was going to help launch that, John. They came out with a little game called Halo, which 10 years later is now iconic status.
Iconic status.
But yes, we are celebrating 10 years of Halo. Jono, it's been 7 solid days since I last saw you.
Oh no.
Although we were connected in our VGM discipleness.
We were. How are we connected?
Through psychosis. I had to think of it. Psychosis.
Okay.
Whatever.
Telepathy. Okay.
Telepathy. I don't know. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato.
I think we should high five that.
Oh, definitely. Yes, good one. Slap.
Love it.
But Jono, yes, we are going to another Halo track in a second. Finish the fight from Halo 3, Martin O'Donnell and Michael Salvatore. But Jono, it's been a while.
It has been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a while. What are we waiting for?
It's been a while. We are joined by our anonymous VG local composer.
You're not talking about him, are you?
Head Crab Zombie. Him.
He's back.
He's back. It's been, I think, about a month and a half. No, probably more than that, actually.
What happens in that time we don't hear from him?
I guess he's off creating magic.
I suppose so.
For those who don't know, Head Crab Zombie is a random guy, and we absolutely don't know who this person is. When we first started the show back in, June, early June, shortly afterwards, we got a random email from a guy going by the name of Head Crab Zombie, which is a reference to Half-Life.
Half-Life 2,
we've assumed, or guessing. No, we're not guessing, we know it is. And he has, kind of periodically sends us a track, a piece of music, and lets us play it. He gives us complete freedom to play it, uses bed music if we wish. He's very, very generous.
Very much so.
And a very talented composer. But each piece is very different, John, isn't it?
It is. We've heard orchestral stuff from him. What's he sent us this time?
Well, this piece, I've had a quick listen to it, and John, it is very, very different. He sent us 2 orchestral pieces in the past, which are really, really cool. But this time, he's going retro. He's going retro, man.
He's composing retro stuff.
He is stepping out into the field of retro chiptune, bliptune music. So he sent us a 4-minute track, loopable track, which we're going to play in about a piece or two's time. And yeah, it's really, really cool. Very different from before.
Okay.
Very different. Amazing stuff.
VGM Awesome. It's awesome.
You are listening to VGM Awesome with MattVV and co-prez and good friend and high fiver,
JonoD.
That was a slappy 5, that one.
That's
a stinger 5.
Yes, I know. I'm looking at the red mark on my hand as we speak.
Crikey. John, how's it going? You alright?
It's going okay. Yeah, apart from the achy hand I've now got.
Apart from the achy hand. Achy hand. As I say, you're listening to VGM Awesome on British Radio. Time now, just coming up to 8:45. 45 minutes have flown by already. And we are celebrating 10 years of Halo. And talking about kind of games which are just about to come out. John.
Yes.
I'm going to hit you with a Halo fact.
Let's hear it.
We've already said about, we've given a fact which describes the pure scope and following.
Yeah, how big Halo can be.
How big this Halo franchise is. Talking about it sold made $170 million in its first 24 hours alone when released back in, this is Halo 3 back in 2008-ish.
Yeah.
Which is just a staggering statistic.
It's huge.
It is massive. But prior to that, John...
Prior to this...
More than 1.7 million copies of Halo 3 were pre-ordered in the United States before a single store opened its doors at midnight. Wow.
Pre-orders?
Pre-orders. 1.7 million copies.
So there's a fair chance if you were queuing up, then you probably...
So that's a long queue.
Yeah.
Making this the fastest pre-selling game in history, surpassing the previous record, which was setting pre-sales of Halo 2. Funnily enough, well beyond just a US phenomenon. The launch of Halo 3 was a worldwide celebration that released in 37 countries and available in 17 languages.
Lovely.
Wow-wee. Cello. Kind of missed the cello.
Yeah, I did.
We kind of missed it.
Yeah, we'll apologise to the gods for that.
Yeah, sorry about that, yeah.
Yeah, they'll taste up on it.
They'll cast forth upon, like, some kind of demon.
Yeah, they'll taste up on it a bit later.
But John...
Yes.
We are now going to delve into our big, fat book, which we'll be posting pictures of on the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/VGM Awesome. And this is our new weekly feature, whereby we're going to touch on two games from yesteryear, from retro year, and there's 1,001 of them, John. Where can I put this book to give our listeners a... Shall I thud it on the table?
Go on, then.
Let's just kill this. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how heavy that book is. It's a bit of a Bible, this thing. But right, okay, we're going to start from the beginning.
From the very, very start.
Listen to this, people. That's the sound of pages.
Being turned.
Many, many pages being turned.
Portal 2 reference, that.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, right, okay. I didn't even know. Whilst I'm finding stuff, John, we've also got some other tracks coming up tonight. We are doing a special show.
We are doing a special show.
But we do have some other tracks coming up as well. We've got a bit of Oblivion.
Got some Oblivion. We've got some L.A. Noire in there as well.
Really like L.A. Noire. Really, really interesting piece, which kind of depicts that kind of 30s detective TV drama.
Yes.
Really, really cool.
Got a request coming up, I think I've heard as well.
We do, and that is for, I don't know, apparently you're a bit of a fan, John. I don't know, tell me.
I don't know. It's about a game about a hedgehog. He's blue. He runs around a bit.
He's got red shoes.
Yeah, he's got red shoes. Yeah, pretty much that.
Pretty much it.
And,
so we've got a Sonic medley coming up, and that is for Bethany. I know she's listening, so we'll be giving you a big fat shout out later on.
Yeah, good on. Actually, let's just start with these two, because this is the very,
All right, this is the very beginning, but because even if we did two a show, that's still going to take some 500 shows to get through the book. So we'll do one. First one, The Oregon Trail.
Can't say I've heard of this one. When was it released?
This was released in 1971.
Bit before my time.
Developer was MECC. I'm not too familiar with that one, but the genre is edutainment.
Edutainment.
So we're so used to sports or platformers or first-person shooters, RPGs, but edutainment. I'm guessing it had some kind of educational value whilst being very entertaining. But millions of children grew up in the 1980s with the Oregon Trail installed on the classroom PC. Notionally presented as educational software, students learned almost nothing about the actual Oregon Trail, mostly that it was a place where you shot bears, forded rivers, and occasionally died of, I think that's cholera?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, yeah, this is pretty heavy. Yeah, for a generation, the Oregon Trail was a glorious Trojan horse that somehow made it okay to play communications during school hours. It's a solid turn-based strategy game in its own right, too. So while it may have been a terrible history lesson, it did teach kids how to make a plan, or how to make a game plan, and manage the balance of risk versus reward. Surely that was more important than some dusty old pioneers anyway. CZ? HCZ? HCZ?
Nah.
Headcrab Zombie. Okay, yeah. But we're going to go with another piece from Halo 3, which is seeing 10 years. 10 whole years. 2. I love doing that. It's like my little thing now.
I can tell you do it every week.
I know, okay. Well, I'll try and come up with something else, man. I'm running low on creativity.
Evidence.
God, John. Anyway, you listen to VGM Awesome. We don't normally bicker and fight. We are, of course, very, very good friends. Used to be. And all is cool. You're listening to VGM Awesome on bradleystoke.radio.org.uk. Live from where, Jono?
The Willowbrook Centre.
The Willowbrook
Bradley
Centre.
Stoke.
Very much so. If you want to get in contact with us, if you want to get involved with the station as a whole, you can be a reporter, presenter, do some advertising, marketing. So much stuff to be done here, and so much great experience and friends to be made. Get in touch, studio@bradleystoke.radio.org.uk. We're of course on Facebook, the Book of Faces, Bradley Stoke FM. Stick that into your search box. Yeah, and of course on Twitter, which is @Bradley Stoke FM. We as a show are also on Facebook, VGM Awesome. Facebook.com/VGM Awesome. Awesome.
Awesome stuff.
Nicely timed. Just before we go into our 9 o'clock Retro Metro
section,
we are of course now joined with Boomstick and Crofty, who have entered the studio, and they'll be joining us officially via vocals. They are muted at the moment. They'll be with us just after 9:15. In fact, maybe during the Retro Metro, I don't know.
We might want to say.
We might stick it in, I don't know. But Boomstick's going to be reviewing Halo Legends, which he really, really enjoyed in the week. And also, Crofty is going to be basically talking to us about the franchise as a whole. Why is it so iconic? You know, why does it have this massive fan base? Why does it have this following? And he's also a very, very big fan himself. So it's going to be really, really cool. He's pointing at me now to get some input there. But John, okay.
Yes.
This is a very, very special part of the show.
Special part of the show.
It's been a few weeks. What, actually, a couple of months, is it?
Oh, right, okay.
All right. A couple of months. We've not heard from Headcrab Zombie. He's our anonymous VG composer who periodically and randomly sends us a VG track to play and use at our disposal. So we're going to be playing this before we go into our Retro Metro. Enjoy this, and we'll be talking some more in a second. Enjoy. You've been watching Halo Legends, which is in a similar vein to the Animatrix, which came out a few years ago.
It's an interesting comparison.
How does it work? Explain to me what exactly this is made up of.
Well, seven individual stories. Like you say, in a similar vein to Animatrix, in that they've tried to sort of attack loads of different kinds of animation and put it into like an addendum of like different elements of the Halo world, or worlds rather, universe I suppose is the appropriate word.
So nice idea. Can't need it, but
maybe more time or money invested in it, or just a bit more ambition about it. Try and add something else, come from a different angle. You know? Beef Spartans. And
this is another alternative track, which makes great bev music for our next little segment. Now, Crofty.
Hello.
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 We're obviously celebrating 10 years of Halo. That was a beautiful piece, never forget, from Halo 3. It's a massive franchise, massive series, huge fan base, and to some, qualifies as iconic status. What's the
in infamy, I would say.
Infamy. Okay. Hit me. Why, in your opinion, is it so successful and popular?
Why is Halo so successful and popular is down to Microsoft.
To Microsoft.
And their money.
And they have lots of it.
Everywhere. They've got money like you wouldn't believe.
Okay, so on the Xbox, the original Xbox, Microsoft was striving for kind of like that game to bring people to the console. You know, a game to ship with the console.